What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. And in this episode, I want to show you a little bit of what I've done since the last episode. I've done a little bit more work on this door system. And for you, those who do not know, this world is different than most worlds. We have three seeds. We have the overworld, which is the normal world. We have Earth, which is another overworld that is completely separate seed. And then we have the underworld, which is a nether that's also a completely different seed. And this door right here, which I built in last episode, will take us to the underworld. So let's do that. All right, and here we are in the underworld, a completely separate nether than the one we were just in. No one can get here unless they go through that door or they die. Where the heck did you come from? I did not see you at all. We have a pretty bad problem with pigs on this, this seed right here. But since the last episode, I built this, which is our temporary portal back to Earth. I didn't want to do it back to the overworld to Olympus. I figured like that's a huge jump. I think it'll be better to have them go to Earth and then go from Earth to Olympus as if it were tiers, because it's a little bit easier. Of course, if you're on Olympus, it's a lot easier to get to wherever you are because we're gods. But in this situation, I made this just to get back. It's nothing too big. I think I even named it temp. Yeah, temp portal to Earth. I just wanted to get something going so that people could actually come in here, get some work done, and then have the ability to head back. The only problem is that once you go through here, now we are on Earth. The big problem on Earth is, well, let me sleep real quick. There we go. Okay. The big problem with Earth right now is, one, there's nothing here. And two, that includes a door back to Olympus. So as of right now, there is no way to get from Earth back to Olympus. So even though you can get to the underworld, you still can't technically get back to Olympus. So I do need to fix that problem and build something here. So that way Beta, if he decides to start building in the underworld, can actually get back to Olympus. I was thinking about making him a personal door in the underworld that he could use to get back and forth because, you know, he's going to be doing it a lot. I don't want to make him have to keep coming to Earth. The only spot that I'm thinking of right now is down here because it's a little hideaway. It's pretty close to where we teleport in and it's kind of flat. So maybe this area will work. As for palette, no idea. It's still making it up as I go. I am notoriously bad for this, but I added more after the time lapse. So after the time lapse is over, I end up going, grabbing more things, coming through. I added a whole top piece on it. I cleared that out. I came through and I started testing this. I moved this out a little bit. I haven't done it to all of it yet. I just wanted to see if it looked good. And I have to say, I kind of like that better. It gives it a little bit more. So I'm gonna do it to the rest of it as well. But I did end it originally because I was trying to come up with an idea for this, because I've been kind of trying to do something different for each one of these portals to make it just a little bit more like unique, I guess. And the one I did or the idea that I have for this one is using different colored glass, which I don't actually have on me. I do think I have it over here so you can see what kind of I'm working with. Okay, so I do have some different colored glass and I'm gonna just place it in layers and kind of see how it comes out. I haven't tested it in creative or anything. I have no idea what it's gonna look like, but I figured I'd give it a shot and just kind of see what it looks like. And just for fun, I just want to show the way this thing looks with these shaders on. Look at this. Look at those. Look at that green light over there. And then we got red light over there. And then we got the bluish purple kind of light coming from the portal there. We can see the reflections in the water here. But man, does this look crazy cool. Anyways, back to your regular content here. So yeah, I'm not like 100% really loving this, I will say. I'll be honest, I kind of wish I did something different. I might do some actual testing, but I wanted to throw something in there. It's not horrible, but it's not great. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's a little blocky. It'd be nice to have like cracking or something in it. So two options here is one, I can fix it later by doing some testing on it, or I can leave it for somebody else. Chances are we might go with the second one. Whoever ends up the god of Earth, if it bugs them, if they don't like it, they probably can change it. Because if I change it and they don't like it and change it anyway, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So it's going to be one of those ways to see things, I think. But at least there's something there. And really the most important part of all of this is I am officially, well, done. I'm done. So we'll prove it, right? So we're going to jump on this one. And now we are in Olympus. We're in the main world. And if we fly around over back to the nether here, go through here, and then behind us, down the stairs into the last episode's portal that we had made, which is here in this really cool room. We got to get that done, but other than that, really, really cool room. And if we go into this one, voila, we are now in the underworld, which has already gone through a little bit of a change. I think Betta's been in here kind of reorganizing the storage from below, which was down there, to up here now, which looks really good. Oh, I didn't even notice the shulker box on top. That's kind of nice. But yeah, now anyways, what we want to look at is over here, which is we come down, we can run over here now and go through this portal. And our last stop, we are back on Earth. So we went through the underworld, we're in, here's the portal right here. And of course, once we go through it again, we will be back on Olympus. And like that, my job as the god of travel is complete. And I'm happy. I'm very happy to say that I am done. I don't have to worry about building those doors. Anybody can get through anywhere now. We can go around. They can build whatever, whenever, however. They can get resources from there. It's going to be awesome. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. Well, with that out of the way, I am happy to say we can move on back to the many other projects that I have on the server. And that is the super smelter. I want to build the super smelter right into this wall cliff hillside here. I got all the redstone that I need. Everything I really need's in here. I got all the coal, the hoppers, the powered rails, everything that I should need. And then I just have some extra stuff just in case I miscalculated. It's going to be a really simple design, but it is going to be quick. I want to do 64 items for every one that normally would go through the super smelter, like a regular smelter, regular furnace. So when a furnace gets one done, this one will get 64 done. It'll be better than the one over here, and I can get rid of that, and it'll be nice and tucked away, and anybody can use it. It'll be full of coal, easily replenished, everything that you possibly want out of a super smelter. So one more time lapse of me building this, and then I'll go over how it works. Like I said, it's very simple though, so it shouldn't take too long. All right, the super smelter is done. It went up really easily. The design was simple enough that I could do it without having to go back and look at it or anything. I mean, super smelters in themselves are pretty easy. What I did is just took two and merged them together with some tracks. And I will go over it real quickly to show you how it works. The only thing that I did is I took 16 furnaces. So underneath from this point, there's 16 here, 16 there, 16 there, and 16 there. And instead of having them back to back, they're face to face. So these ones right here is where the fuel goes, and then the top is where the item goes, and then of course underneath is where the finished product comes out and is shipped over to the double chest over there. So the minecart for loading goes here, it runs down the path, goes over the first 16, comes back around down, wraps around, goes down, and hits the other 32 on the other side. Can I get over here? Yep. So I just put like one block on the edge here, and then of course one block around it for the bottom ones, and then used redstone blocks to power the actual rails. Super, super easy design. And then of course we just have another one of the hopper, or not hopper, the chest and minecart to use for the fuel. And that's it. The reason why it actually feels really fast for me too is because of the fact that I use so many hoppers. So there's actually 4 connections. So each one of those 16, like, I guess modules, if you want to call them, have their own input. So there's one on the left, one in the back, one back there, and then another one on the right that'll fill it up. Oh, did I accidentally, I think I accidentally made that a solid block. I didn't mean to do that. There. Okay, so I did a couple tests just to make sure everything was working right, and I'll show you how fast it is. We load this up, throw all this in there. I went and gathered this just for this, and hit the switch, let it go down. It'll slowly fill up each one. I think it's pretty good timing too, because I think by the time it's going back, that one should have finished. Yep, there we go. So it starts off a little slow, but then it speeds up because obviously it has to go as fast as the minecart. The last bit should be the quickest. And there you go, one stack. So yeah, that's how fast it is. So usually when I feel like the timing, the easy way to do it is since there's 16. So since there's 16 in each little module, 32 on each section, it should do about a stack every time a normal furnace would do one. Usually the super smelter is one of the first things I think that go into a world, but we don't do anything that makes sense. So it took a while, but now we officially have one. And look at that, I just recorded my next episode. Yay. So yeah, and I'm finishing mine. That's really good timing actually, because this is the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you like the content, and if you really do like it, hit that subscribe button, maybe hit the like button, maybe leave a comment about what you like or what you don't like, and I will catch you in the next one.